Do you know that saying, "I don't know," is a conversation killer? It is the biggest wall standing between you and your fluency. But what if you could bridge the gap when your mind is empty so you never have to stay silent again? Today, we are going to learn how to break that wall down and keep the door open. Hello, and welcome back to the English Corner podcast. I'm Rachel. I'm so glad you're here in our quiet corner tonight. I can hear the rain outside, and it's the perfect time to talk about the storm that happens in our minds when we lose our words. We all use those three little words. I don't know. Think about the last time someone asked you a question in English. Maybe a colleague asked for your opinion or a stranger asked for directions. Your heart starts to beat. Your brain searches for the right grammar, the right vocabulary. And then it finds nothing. The wall appears. Because you are embarrassed and you want the pressure to stop, you say, "I don't know." I want to tell you why those three words are so dangerous for your fluency. When you say, "I don't know," you are effectively slamming a door. You are telling the other person, "The conversation is over. Please stop talking to me." It kills the connection. It makes you feel small, and it makes them feel like they should leave. But the truth is, you usually do know. You have the thoughts, you have the feelings. You just don't have the exact English key to unlock them in that moment. Today, I want to teach you how to keep the door ajar. I want to show you how to handle the blank mind without shutting down. We aren't just practicing sentences today. We are practicing the art of staying present. Let's look at our first technique. I call this the thinking bridge. Instead of saying, "I don't know," we are going to tell the other person that we are thinking. This changes everything. It turns a failure into a process. It tells them, "I am an intelligent person. Just wait for me." Let's practice these bridge blocks together. I'm just trying to find the right words. I'm just trying to find the right words. Now, you. Hear the difference? You aren't saying you don't know. You're saying you're searching. That's a good question. Let me think. That's a great question. Let me think. Your turn. It's hard to explain in English. It's hard to explain in English. Now your turn. I have the idea, but I need a moment. I have the idea, but I need a moment. Now you. I'm not sure how to put it into words. I'm not sure how to put it into words. Your turn. I'm thinking about the best way to say it. I'm thinking about the best way to say it. Now your turn. Give me a second to translate my thoughts. Give me a second to translate my thoughts. Your turn. I'm almost there. Just one moment. I'm almost there. Just one moment. Now you. I've never thought about it like that before. I've never thought about it like that before. Your turn. My mind is a little bit blank right now. My mind is a little bit blank right now. Now your turn. When you say, "My mind is blank," you are being honest, but you are still sharing. You are still in the conversation. It feels so much better than a cold, "I don't know," doesn't it? Now, Let's talk about another problem. Sometimes we say, I don't know, because we don't have a perfect answer. We feel that if we aren't 100% sure, we aren't allowed to speak. But English speakers guess all the time. We use soft language. This second technique is called the guessing path. It allows you to speak even when you are uncertain. It keeps the conversation moving. Let's practice these soft language blocks. I'm not 100% sure, but I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think. Now you. If I had to guess, I'd say. If I had to guess, I'd say. Your turn. I might be wrong, but. I might be wrong, but. Now your turn. As far as I know, as far as I know. Now you. It's something like, now your turn. I believe it is, your turn. From what I remember, now you. It could be, now your turn. Maybe it's, your turn. I'm fairly sure that. Now you. Do you see? By using I think or maybe, you remove the pressure of being perfect. You are allowed to be mostly right. Take a deep breath with me. You are doing so well. I know this is difficult. I know it feels scary to be imperfect in front of other people, but you are here and you are trying, and that makes you incredibly brave. If this lesson is helping you feel like you can keep the door open, please take a moment to subscribe, like this video, and share it with a friend who might be struggling with silence. We are building a home for brave speakers here, and every time you share, you help someone else find their voice. Let's keep going. Sometimes we say, I don't know, because we are actually missing a specific word. Instead of giving up, I want you to use our third technique, the partnership method. This is where you invite the other person to help you. Most people love to help. When you ask for a word, you are making them feel useful. You are turning a test into a collaboration. Let's practice asking for help. What is the word for? What is the word for? Now you. How do you say in English? How do you say in English? Your turn. It's like a, but smaller. It's like a, but smaller. Now your turn. I forgot the name of that thing. I forgot the name of that thing. Now you. You know the thing you use for? You know the thing you use for? Now your turn. What's the right way to say this? What's the right way to say this? Your turn. Can you help me with the word? Can you help me with the word? Now you. I'm looking for a word that means. I'm looking for a word that means. Now your turn. Is there a better way to say that? Is there a better way to say that? Your turn. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Now you. When you ask, does that make sense? You are inviting the other person to tell you if they understand your description. It keeps you both on the same side of the wall. Now, I want to explain something very important. Sometimes the best way to deal with a blank mind is to narrate your own struggle. This is method number 4, thinking out loud. Instead of a silent, awkward pause where you look at the floor, you tell the person exactly what is happening in your head. It's a very high-level communication skill. It makes you sound very human and very confident. Let's practice narrating your thoughts. I'm having a bit of trouble with my English today. I'm having a bit of trouble with my English today. Now you. My brain is a bit slow this afternoon. My brain is a bit slow this afternoon. Your turn. I know what I want to say, but the English is stuck. I know what I want to say, but the English is stuck. Now your turn. I am sorry, my mind just went blank. I am sorry, my mind just went blank. Now you. I need a moment to collect myself. I need a moment to collect myself. Now your turn. It's on the tip of my tongue, I promise. It's on the tip of my tongue, I promise. Your turn. I'm usually better at this. I'm usually better at this. Now you. Let me try to say that again. Let me try to say that again. Now your turn. I'm just a little bit nervous. I'm just a little bit nervous. Your turn. Thanks for waiting for me. Thanks for waiting for me. Now you. Thanks for waiting for me. That is a magic sentence. It turns a problem into an act of kindness by the other person. And finally, I want to talk about the most powerful method of all. Method number 5, the opinion flip. When you truly, honestly cannot find any words, don't say, I don't know. Instead, ask the other person what they think. It moves the pressure away from you and gives you a chance to listen and learn. Listening is 50% of the conversation anyway. I'm not sure. What do you think? I'm not sure. What do you think? Now you. I'd love to hear your opinion on that. I'd love to hear your opinion on that. Your turn. What is your take on this? What is your take on this? Now your turn. What would you do in my situation? What would you do in my situation? Now you. How does it look from your perspective? How does it look from your perspective? Now your turn. Do you have any ideas about this? Do you have any ideas about this? Your turn. I'm still forming my opinion. What about you? I'm still forming my opinion. What about you? Now you. Can you tell me more about your thoughts? Can you tell me more about your thoughts? Now your turn. This is perfect. You are saying you don't know, but you are saying it in a way that keeps them talking. I'm curious to know what you think. I'm curious to know what you think. Your turn. What's your initial reaction? What's your initial reaction? Now you. Well, you did something very difficult today. You looked at the most frustrating part of learning a language, the silence, and you decided to be brave. You decided to keep the door open. Before we go, let's look at our 6 bridge blocks for today. These are your emergency tools for when the mind goes blank. First, let me think. This is your basic tool. Use it to buy 5 seconds. Second, I'm not 100% sure, but this is your path to guessing and being mostly right. Third, how do you say? This is your invitation for partnership and help. Fourth, my mind went blank. This is your narrative. It tells the truth and keeps you human. Fifth, what do you think? This is your flip. It moves the spotlight to the other person. And sixth, thanks for waiting for me. This is your gratitude. It makes the conversation warm and safe. You should be very proud of yourself. Remember, fluency is not about knowing every word. Fluency is about knowing what to do when you don't know the word. It is about staying in the room, staying in the rain, and staying in the conversation. I want to ask you to make this a habit. Come back to this bus stop tomorrow, and the day after that. Every time you repeat these blocks, you are building a bridge that is stronger than any wall. Before you go, please leave a comment below. I love reading them while I drink my tea. Tell me, what is the most common situation where you want to say, I don't know? Is it at work, with your friends, or with a stranger? Let's talk about it. I'll be here waiting for you next time in our corner. Wrap your scarf tight, take one more deep breath, and carry this confidence into the rest of your day. You are doing more than enough. Goodbye for now.